The Samsung Galaxy A16 5 grams is here, and it promises to pack some serious punch in the budget-friendly category. But does it truly stand out among its competitors? Stick around as we uncover everything you need to know about this device. If you enjoy the review, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more exciting tech content. Here we have a new mid-range phone from Samsung, the Galaxy A16 5 grams. Despite its budget nature, does this phone provide enough features to be worth your while? The new Galaxy A16 5 grams is not the 10th, a series phone to come out this year, but it is close. The phone resembles the more expensive A-series models with its flat plastic back and glossy finish. The flat frame is also plastic and features the signature contour around the buttons that is part of the A-series design language. One improvement is that, while the previous model had no ingress protection, the A16 now has an IP54 rating for splash proofing. Another change is the larger display, now at 6.7 inches, AMOLED with a 1080p resolution and a 90Hz refresh rate. The display is sharp and contrasty, with minimal color shifts when viewed from an angle, although it lacks HDR video support. Samsung has also slimmed down the bezels a bit compared to the A15 and A25. The panel is okay regarding brightness for a budget phone, measuring just under 400 nits with the manual slider, but it can boost to over 800 nits in auto mode. It's nice to see a 90Hz refresh rate even on a budget device. It smooths out your swiping and scrolling, but keep in mind that it isn't adaptive. One downside is that the headphone jack has been removed and you only get a single speaker, which offers good loudness but mediocre audio quality, focusing more on highs without much bass. For biometrics, you can use the speedy and reliable fingerprint reader built into the power button on the side. The A16 5 grams comes with 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage, expandable through microSD.
The interface is Samsung's One UI 6.1 on top of Android 14, the same as on their flagships, with most features intact minus a few, like Samsung DeX. A nice improvement is that Samsung is providing 6 years of software support, which is a lot for a budget phone. However, we wonder whether the hardware will still deliver a decent user experience a few years down the line, as it isn't exactly lag-free right out of the box. Speaking of hardware, the A16 5G comes with either the Exynos 1330 or MediaTek Dimensity 6300 chipset, depending on your market. The model we're reviewing features the Exynos variant, holding its own in CPU benchmarks against other budget devices, though there's a noticeable gap in graphics performance compared to higher-tier mid-rangers like the Galaxy A25. Battery life is a mixed bag. It has a 5000 mAh battery and scored 12 hours and 8 minutes in our active use tests. It supports to 5W wired charging, but there's no charger included in the box. The charging speeds were decent, reaching 47% in half an hour and a full charge taking about an hour and 21 minutes. Onto the cameras, which are the same as the previous model. A 50MP main camera, a 5MP ultra-wide, and a 2MP macro camera. The main camera captures solid 5MP photos with good detail but some noticeable sharpening. Colors are natural, though the dynamic range can struggle in tricky lighting. Low light performance is decent with good detail and color, although some highlights can get clipped. You can enable a night mode for sharper images with better dynamic range. However, the ultra-wide camera isn't as impressive, offering soft and muddy photos in low light. The macro camera is nice to have but lacks detail and can be hard to focus. Selfie lovers will appreciate the 13MP front camera, which takes decent selfies with solid detail and natural skin tones. The Galaxy A16 5G can record videos at a maximum of 1080p, with the main camera producing surprisingly good low-light videos with excellent dynamic range and stabilization. Unfortunately, the ultra-wide videos come out soft and noisy. So, is the Galaxy A16 5G worth your time? It has a solid main camera, decent software support, and a high refresh rate AMOLED display. However, with the removal of the headphone jack, slightly poorer battery life, and some performance issues, it's worth considering other budget options. If you can snag it on sale, it might be worth picking up, but there are certainly alternatives from Samsung that offer better value for your money. If you found this review helpful, remember to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for more in-depth tech reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.